Yo, 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 yo. Luca, can you hear me, bro?
You're good to go, bro. Take it away.
Let's make moves. Well, first of all, I want to thank you all first and foremost for being on the call. I know that we have about a little over probably 200 people on the call. You know, we have a lot of people that are packed in the rooms right now all over the world. You know, we have Gary, we have Jason, we have myself, we have Lucas on the call, we have Julian all over the world. I'm out here in London, United Kingdom currently, guys. It is 2:10 in the morning, so I am beyond fired up. You know, one thing that we want to do is we want to go ahead and pack this call out because we know the amount of value that's going to be given on this call is going to be, you know, second to none. This is the third day of the Chairman Bootcamp. This is going to be going over tonight how to close and following up and overcoming and handling objections, guys. So couldn't think of anybody better in the business for these individuals. You know, yesterday I was on the call with Alex Morton. I spoke for about almost 2 hours. The night before I spoke for maybe about 10 minutes. So on tonight's call, guys, I actually wanted to step out of the way of greatness. I know Jason's in the car right now, guys. You know, he's not feeling too well. He's been traveling nonstop the past 30 days all throughout Europe, doing the most that he can. It's, you know, almost 3:30 in the morning over there, guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead and pack out this call. Make sure you guys have a notepad and a pen because what we're going to be covering tonight can and will change your business dramatically, guys. You know, you're only one idea from doubling your income and having a massive explosion in your business. So on tonight's call, you know, we are going to be going over how to close, handling objections, and following up. And, you know, all of these calls will be recorded. They will be uploaded on YouTube, so no worry about that. But, you know, guys, I want to get right into it. I don't want to take too much time. I just want to open this call up and go ahead and step out of the way and let these guys take care of the rest. So with this call tonight, guys, you're going to be learning a lot. And I think that, you know, in network marketing, in any business in general, you have to understand that, you know, learning these skill sets, being able to obtain this kind of knowledge is what's going to take you to the next level. And, you know, last night we went over, you know, some certain things on tonight's call, you know, being able to close. It's one thing that I see a lot of people that don't do. You know, when you're in this business, we talked about last night, firing your upline, you know, becoming that leader you're looking for, becoming that person of influence. But one thing that's important is being able to close, because your upline will not always be there. You know, you may be able to invite, you may be able to do the events, you may be good at doing this, that, the other. But if you can't close, then you won't be able to enroll people into your business. So really quick, guys, if you guys are ready to get this call started, let's go ahead. I want to see, let's start this call off. I'm just going to step out of the way. But before we do, all of you on the call, you know how we always do. We always give away prizes. So if everyone wants, I'm going to go ahead and give away, we're going to go ahead and give away some money for convention and give away some things. So everyone, if you want to hop on Instagram real quick, hop on my profile. I just made a post for the event we had 2 days ago. There was about 2,000 people at the event. Absolutely insane out here. And you're looking at Julian, you're looking at, you know, Gary and these guys. They're crushing it all over the world. And if you guys ever wonder, you know, people are like, what does it take? What do I got to do? Just follow the leaders. You know, look at what they're doing. And the best leaders are usually the best students. And no matter how much income we're making, you know, Gary's the Chairman 100. Julian is Chairman 50, touching Chairman 100. And these guys are still students. Jason Brown's still student. Alex Morton's still a student. So, guys, I'm always learning. I'm always following, looking at what these leaders are doing, how they're doing things. So, guys, go on Instagram real quick. Go to my Instagram. I just made a post. Go ahead, guys, if you want to go and comment one word about how you feel about this year on my post I just made in London. I'm going to go ahead and give some prizes away right now. My Instagram is I'm Austin Godsey. So really quick blitz. I'll give you guys like 10 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and give away some money for a convention, give away some, you know, Social Blur memberships. We've been absolutely crushing it. So let's go ahead and do this before we open up the call. Every single time we have a call, we're always giving away goodies and prizes. So I'm always fired up about that. So really quick, guys, we'll do it for another 5 seconds where I pass this thing off. I know Julian's going to come on here. I haven't done a webinar with Julian and Gary in a very, very long time. So I'm beyond excited. You know, Jason Brown and I are almost sick of each other. We're always with each other, you know, sleeping in hotels, traveling the world in Ubers. We're always with each other. So Jay and I always have the chance to work together, but it's an honor to be able to work with these two individuals. You know, we really put this Chairman Bootcamp together to really give you guys as much value as possible in the company, regardless of what team we are. You know, raising tides, raise all ships. You know, guys, 2.5 years ago, this company was doing maybe $1 million a year in revenue. And, you know, Christopher Terry in Germany was telling me how last year in 2018, we did $187 million in revenue. So I want you guys to really understand where this company is going, the direction we're going. We will become a $250 million, a $500 million company, and a $1 billion company. So before I pass it off to Jason, guys, I'm going to go through here, pick a couple winners. So real quick, let's just do this. Let's pick Dawson Fox. Go ahead and direct message me, bro. You are a winner. Let's pick a few. Let's pick a few. Let's see who else we got on here. Really quick. Let's pick my boy, Marquise Carter. My G. Marquise Carter. Go ahead and DM me, bro. You're a winner. Guys, when you show up for success, you get rewarded. The other day when I was in the event with a couple thousand people, it was funny. I asked everybody, raise your hand if you want to be successful. Everyone raised their hand. And I said, okay, if you're new, I want you to, within 3 seconds, stand up if you want to share your why right now, why you want to be successful. Out of 2,000 people, not one person stood up. And then after a few seconds, one person finally stood up. And it's funny that everybody wants to be a boss until it comes time to do boss things. So, guys, if you're on this call tonight, really realize the people that are speaking are no better than you, no greater than you. It's just that we've been through more. It's a little bit of a time difference. We've been in this thing a little bit longer, guys. So, last but not least, the last prize will go to Serena. What's up, girl? I think you're actually on the squad. So, those are the 3 winners for commenting on the status. I'm going to go ahead and message you guys and give you guys some money and some things, get ready for convention. So I love you all, guys. I'm super fired up and excited. Go ahead and enjoy this call. Without further ado, I want to pass this thing off to the man, Jason Brown. You know, this individual, you know, I don't like to gas up or to say things for stage talk, but Jason is one individual. The reason why, where he is today, if you guys can see what happens behind the scenes, this dude, literally, I don't know how he does it, but he answers every message, every call, every DM, everything. He's always on it, always working, even if it's not for his own benefit. You know, Julian and I aren't in the same line. Gary and I are not in the same line. All of us really don't work in the same team, but we're still working together, helping each other, and doing the most. And that's why Jason has been enabled to get to where he is because he's always helped other people without benefiting himself first. So I think that's one thing in the universe you guys got to understand. While you're closing your prospects, first of all, 85% of salesmen never ask to close. And, Jason's been the one person, he's always been aggressive in business. He's always been a beast, but he's always been going out there and not expecting someone to give him something. He's always been giving value and giving himself to people without expecting reciprocation of that in return. So, Jason, thank you so much, man. It's been a crazy, wild ride. I'm so excited to see what we can accomplish this year, man. We've done a lot the past couple of years, but we're going to make that look minuscule in comparison to what we're going to do the next 24, 36 months or so. Thank you very much for hopping on the call. I love you all. Let's crush this thing. Guys, get your teams on the next couple minutes. Go ahead, tag them in the group chats, whatever you got to do, because tonight's call is going to be absolutely fire. So, JB, I love you, bro. I know you're tired and sick. We hope you feel better. And, Jay, you're always working no matter what on that Michael Jordan Game 6 swag, bro. So I love you, man. Let's get it.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to be here. Apologize for the sickness. It's been quite a grind. We've been 20. Today is day 29. It's 3:19 a.m. here in Paris, and we have a flight in a couple hours to move on to Spain. Getting ready to go to, so we're in Spain for 3 days, then we're in Belgium, and then we fly back to the U.S. for 1 day and head over to Las Vegas for convention, which I'm super excited about. I mean, look, at the end of the day, guys, events are what fuel what drive the business. Events are what drive momentum, and this convention, incredible. The company budgeted over $1 million for the event. It's about double anything we've ever done. And I'm really excited because I think this event is going to catapult a lot of people, right before a couple hours ago, I looked at my back office for the first time in the last probably 3 weeks, and Matt and I's volume is higher than it's ever been. Our organization is on fire, and most of IML is on fire right now. I had an hour-long call with Dr. Spiller, and some crazy things are happening in his organization. I know Trinidad just had an amazing event. I know South America just popped like 6 major rank advancements in the last couple of weeks. So a lot of great things are happening inside of the company, and I couldn't be more excited. I couldn't be more excited. So thank you, Austin, Lucas, GV team, for putting this together, having me on here. And Gary and Julian, I appreciate you guys greatly for following up. And guys, I'm only going to speak for a couple minutes because Chris Derrick is knocked out, and we got to be up here in a couple hours to get rocking. So, look, I know tonight we're talking about closing objections. To be honest, this has always been a topic that I get excited about, because network marketing is a little bit different. And I just want you to think about this. I'm sure the guys are going to talk about closing and about the fundamentals and the right things to say, but I want to kind of leave you with this thought, right? With this idea. In direct sales, we sell, right? So in direct sales, we're, basically creating a little rapport. I wouldn't say a relationship, but we're creating rapport with somebody, and we're basically just trying to sell them one time. And once we sell it, it's over. It's done. It's a one-time transaction. So the word closing actually works very well with direct sales because you're trying to close someone, and that's it, right? But in network marketing, a few years ago, it hit me. I was trying to close everybody, just like I was doing in my previous ventures in traditional business and sales. And it was completely different because, if you close someone, well, great, you get them to join the business. But we're not doing IML for a $35 bonus. We're doing IML for the residual income. And in order to have residual income, you need retention. In order to have retention, you need relationships and value. Okay, so residual income equals retention equals relationships and value. Write that one down. And at the end of the day, the only way that you're going to have a lot of success getting people in your business and getting them to stay in your business is, instead of closing them, you got to open them, right? You open them up to the opportunity, open them up to personal development, open them up to being coachable, open them up, to the value. And, one of the things that I love to do is really find out who the person is. I've been coaching one of my really good friends. He's pretty new to the industry. And, he was working on some really big prospects and some big influencers. And I told him, he said, well, what should I do? And I said, bro, build a relationship, build a friendship for the next few weeks. And I bet business will naturally come up. And he just texted me today. And it's been about 2 weeks. He's been talking to this one influencer. And she started asking questions about IML. She has a huge organization, and she's not that happy where she's at. So he'll probably end up bringing her in, and it's because of the relationship, right? He's opening up the relationship, and people follow people that know where they're going. People follow people that they trust, and people follow people who are consistent. And so I think it's so important to really focus on, instead of trying to close people, let's switch the philosophy up a little bit. Let's make sure that we understand that the transaction isn't just a one-off transaction, but them getting started in IML is really where it begins. So one of the things that I do with people before they sign up is I start talking about the game plan, right? I start talking about what we're going to do. I say, look, Gary, I know you're, I know you may or may not be ready yet. I know you're, close to a decision. I know you're excited. So what I want to do is this. I want to show you exactly what works over a 90-day period of time to get you elevated and to get you launched the right way. So I start talking about the plan. I start talking about what we're going to do. I start giving them activity. I start speaking things into existence before they get started. A lot of people don't want to do any game planning. They want to do anything with anyone until they get started. But then you're still trying to close. See, some people might disagree with my philosophy and my training on closing. But the thing is, over the past few years, I've been able to bring some of the biggest influencers into the company. And it's because of my shift in philosophy. The fact that, I'm not just, hey, sign up, because that's great. But you know how many people sign up and leave because they don't get value, they don't feel, love, they don't feel like they got plugged in the right way? A lot, tons. Okay, and so the people that I'm seeing have the highest retention, the highest PRSV, these are the individuals that have a game plan. They know exactly, write this down, you must have a clear game plan. Okay, you need to know for your new customers, your new customers exactly what they need to be doing, right? You need to know exactly, or you need to tell them exactly what their first week should look like, exactly what their first month should look like. Now, I'm not talking like super specific, like, you need to be, on this session at this time. No. That's micromanaging. That's ridiculous. But follow the system. Look, your first week, you should just be focused on IMO Academy basics. Maybe your first 2 weeks, IMO Academy basics. Then weeks 3 and 4, get on IML TV basics so you can go learn from, Daisy and Chance and Sam and Abel and Lee Allen and, all these other basics educators and Forex 101 educators. And then, month 2, we're going to start to accelerate things a little bit. So maybe you're on your demo account by week 3, placing trades, but maybe by week 4, maybe by week 5, we start implementing one of the services, one of the tools like Gold Cup or Bounce Back or, the harmonic scanner or the web analyzer. And one of the things that really gets people excited is when you can, kind of show them, look, guys, you're not just, you're not just joining the business. You're joining the business with a game plan. You're joining the business and you're joining the company, and we've got the map for you, right? Think about if you're a tourist and you go to, another country or another city. You don't know where to go. You don't have a GPS. You don't have a map. You don't have a tour guide. You're lost. This is what happens with a lot of people in iMarkets Live when they get closed. See, when they get opened, when they get opened up into the business, they have a friendly environment. They have a roadmap. They have a game plan. They have a system. And so if you don't feel like there's a system in place, well, then you got to really sit down and think about what works, what got you excited, right? What's going to help the most people duplicate as fast as possible? Because remember, people will do what duplicates. So if you getting someone in the business is complicated, well, then complicate. If you do, if what you're doing is simple to get them in the business, then simplicity is going to duplicate. To be honest, closing isn't really that hard. See, as long as you know the facts about trading, you can almost logically speak to any practical thinking human being, and they're going to go, oh, wow, okay, trading makes sense, right? Because think about it. We've been building skill sets for thousands of years as human beings. We've been trading for thousands of years as human beings. We just used to trade different things, like cows and chickens. I say this in every meeting because it's true. This is not a new thing. Trading is not new. Forex trading isn't new. It's just iMarkets Live has really helped put Forex trading on the map to the mainstream. And prior to that, it was more of a, private courses and, you need a lot of money to do it type of thing. So it was a little more exclusive, a little more hidden, a little more private, so to speak. But guys, at the end, some new concept. Human beings are doing what we've been doing for a long time. So when you can understand the facts, right, about skill set building, trading, and then you can give them stories, you can give them things to compare to, you can give them things to relate to, you're going to open them up to the opportunity. See, when I go do a meeting, I don't talk about the compensation plan. I talk about the services. I talk about the skill set. I talk about the importance of going out and attacking your dreams. I talk about the importance of, just being open-minded, because the world that we live in has enough facts for someone to go, wait a minute, I should spend, $200 and $145 a month on this. Absolutely. Because you're opening up their mind, not closing it. And so when I speak, I don't even need to talk about the comp plan, and I'll close 90% of the people, because at the end of the day, I just tell them, look, technology is changing, right? And if you walk into almost any airport or supermarket or retail store in the world, they're starting to replace human beings with computers. So 60% of people that are working jobs are 60% of people in the world are employees, according to the cash flow quadrant. Well, right now, the business owners are trying to automate the employee side of it to save money. So that's not working. Self-employed, well, if you want to take a vacation, you don't get paid. If you get hurt, you don't get paid. If you want to retire, you don't get paid. So, it's good. You have a little more flexibility than a job, but you basically own a job. So if investors and business owners are making 95% of the money in the world, then iMarkets Live is the company that combines both of them, where you can own a business, leverage a system, and earn residual income And you can trade and learn how to trade your own money. See, which is even better than investing, because when you invest, you give your money to somebody else. And if they lose their money, you're mad. If they lose your money, you're mad. If you lose your own money, you're going to learn. Then you're going to, continue to grow, hopefully. We got to learn from failure. But I'm trying to give you guys some real practical examples of the way that I not pitched the business. I wouldn't even say that I've ever pitched iMarkets Live to anybody. I'm just kind of placing it. That's all. I'm so confident in what we do. I'm so confident in our educators, our platform, our value, that to me, if somebody doesn't want to do it, it's all good, because a lot of people do want to do it. So I'd rather not waste all this time trying to convince someone to close when I can just go expose more people, open up their mind, and then they open up to the opportunity. So I always like to take the alternate route to things, guys. I always like to think outside of the box. And one of the things that I'll say is this, with your closing techniques, with your closing tactics, if you're doing the same thing over and over again and nothing's changing, your results aren't changing, you got to change it up. I'm here in France, and two of our leaders here have been involved in the business for almost 2 years. And they're amazing, amazing, amazing people. They work extremely hard, and they've been a little bit stagnant. And, they were asking me, well, what can we do? And I said, look, you guys have been doing the same thing over and over again for 1.5 years, and it's not working. So you're continuing to, basically run into the same wall, not realizing it. Switch it up. Whatever you're doing, switch it up. You're talking about the comp plan too much. Switch it up and watch what happens. See, people react. People react to change. So when you switch it up, you can switch your results. One little adjustment, right? Success is all a game of adjustments. One little adjustment can take your business from platinum 1,000 to platinum 2,000 real quick, because some of you guys are exposing 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 people a day. You just got to get your numbers up. And Jim Rohn talks about it, right? The law of averages. In the beginning, when you're not that good, you're going to talk to 10 people, you're going to get 1, and you just got to be okay with it. And as you get better, you talk to 10, you get 3. But guess what, guys? People still tell Austin Godsey no. Made millions of dollars in this industry. Julian Courser, 7-figure earner in this industry. People still tell him no. Gary McSween, multiple 7-figure earner in the industry. Everybody on this call is multiple 7-figure earner. And guess what? We all get told no. Probably more times than we get told yes. So you just got to learn that rejection, objection, failure, all that stuff is what's going to lead you to the results you're looking for. All those results, if you take every no and you figure out what you did wrong, guys, you can make an adjustment and you can have a major breakthrough. So one last thing that I want to share, and I'm gonna hand this back over, is this. When it comes to objections, you don't want to be defensive. You want to be offensive. Okay? You don't want to be defensive. You want to be offensive. So a lot of people will get an objection. I don't have any time. And then they get defensive. I don't have any money. They get defensive. This is a pyramid scheme. They get defensive. Is this a scam? They get defensive. And when you get defensive, people can sense that emotion. And if they're good, they have the upper hand now. See, when you get offensive and you hit them with something that they don't expect, you can show them why their question is not relevant. So I'll give you an example. One thing that I learned from my mentor, Brian Carruthers, if you guys haven't heard of Building an Empire, the book, I do recommend, if you want serious results, that this is something you read, Building an Empire book. And in the book, he talks about objections. And, he gives some examples, and he says, like, look, I really appreciate you for showing me this, but I don't really have enough time. And what his return on that, which I think is so genius, is he says, perfect. Jason, our company is specifically designed to help people that don't have a lot of time, right? Because if you don't have a lot of time, we have to do something about that. And the only way you're going to get more time is by making more money so you can turn back some of your obligations that you're trading time for money with. So to start building another skill set now in the next 3 to 5 years could help you free up all of your time, or worst case scenario, some of your time. So if you don't have time, we can't do anything about it now, but if you don't do anything to change it, nothing's going to change. All right. Well, you know what? Okay, I get that, but I don't have any money. All right. Well, it's kind of the same thing. If you don't have any money, we got to do something about that, because, having no money is very stressful. And yeah, I've been there before. I know how you feel, because I've felt the same way at certain points in my life. And what I found was that, even in the moment that I could not change the situation, I knew that I could not change the situation. I knew that I could start taking the right steps towards getting out. I knew I could start, working towards getting out. Right? I knew that if I started today and I started building my dream part-time, I started building my business part-time, I started learning how to trade part-time, that eventually I would have money. Now, okay, well, I get the time thing, I get the money thing, but is this a scheme? Is this like a pyramid or something like that? Is this one of those things? Well, look, I know exactly how you feel, and I did a lot of research. I felt the same way, but this company is actually specifically designed for customers. Our platform, unlike maybe some of the other things that you might be considering a pyramid because of the structure, our company is over 80% customers. In fact, I think corporate just said something recently that we have 86% customers company-wide. And by definition, the U.S. government says that a pyramid scheme is when money is based on recruiting recruiters, right? So what we're doing is we're just acquiring customers like any other company in the world. Now, we do give our customers the ability to earn money, but the person at the top doesn't make the most money. It's all performance-based, it's commission-based, just like any other job in sales. But again, 85% of the people in our company don't even sell. And to be honest, we're a US-based company. We've been in business for 5 years. So logically speaking, the government would have already shut down the company if they thought the business plan wasn't sustainable and legal. Guys, you just got to beat them with facts. Like, at the end of the day, people can't tell you anything if you're prepared. The only way you're going to get beat up by objections is if you don't do your homework, if you don't practice your presentation, if you're not, really doing your due diligence, if you're not reading, if you're not developing, if you're not growing, you're going to be susceptible to getting beat up, right? It's just like fighting, right? If you don't box, if you don't ever fight for your whole life, and then you get in a ring with a fighter, you're going to lose. But if you're practicing every single day, you might still lose, but it's not going to be as brutal, right? So you got to get in there, guys, and you're never going to be able to avoid failure. Period. End of story. And we're all growing. We're all learning. Nobody's perfect. But here's what I do know. I do know that if you put in the work, you can get the result. So what I want to do right now is hand it back over. I appreciate you guys for having me on the call. I was really tired, and now I have so much energy. Hopefully I can go back to sleep. So much love, man. Thank you, Austin. Thanks, Lucas, for putting this together. GV, and Gary and Julian, thank you guys for being here.
Sheesh. Preach. Let's go. I think Austin had to step off the call to do a meeting real quick. So, guys, give it up for the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jason Brown. If you received some value tonight, I want you to go in the chat box below and type in a 777, some fire emojis. I want you to blow up that chat box. Give Jason some love. He's out there literally 4 or 5 in the morning. He's sick, but he's still showing up. How is it, Chairman? 500 outworking you guys. That is phenomenal. Thank you so much, Jason. So, without further ado, I know you guys are ready for the next speaker. We have over 200 people still right now, probably 300, 400 of the people in the room. But we have a gentleman. His name's Julian Courser. He's currently a chairman 50 in the company. And this man, if you don't know who he is, you'll probably tell a little bit of his story. But this is someone who I look up to personally. He literally comes from my town, the Lehigh Valley. And I've seen his growth over the past 4 or 5 years. He's a complete professional, not only killing it in iMarket 5 and network marketing for the past 3 or 4 years, but just outside of MLM as well. He's a true entrepreneur, a true leader, someone who's extremely consistent and what I would call a professional friend. And most importantly, he has a huge heart. He's always doing the most for his team. We were out there in Germany. He's traveling the world. So, guys, I'm fired up. Please type in a 444 if you're ready to learn from Chairman 50, Mr. Julian Kuschner. Bro, I'm going to make you a co-host and pass off to you, my man. Take it away. Appreciate you being on the call.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Am I all good to go? Okay, cool. I'm going to turn on my camera here. I'm excited, guys. So much value, from Mr. Jason Brown out there. Lucas, I appreciate you. Gary, I appreciate you. Austin, I appreciate you. Really nonstop, value and nuggets. And, it's crazy. I mean, listen, talking about Austin, I wish Austin was on this right now, but he's heard me say this many, many, many times. It's crazy. When I first met Austin, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, went to his house in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and there was literally whiteboards covering holes in his wall, right? And whiteboards were just written with just notes, nuggets. And that's the thing. Successful people take notes before they're successful. Successful people take notes before they're successful. So what does your notebook look like right now? What kind of notes are you taking? And then what kind of action are you going to take on those notes? And, it's crazy to see where Austin came from, literally evicted, hole in the walls, covered by bookshelves and covered by whiteboards, to now, Chairman 100, probably cracking Chairman 250, definitely cracking Chairman 250 in 2019, if not beyond. So, definitely have a lot of, gratitude for you, my friend. Appreciate you putting this call together. And this is tons of value, tons of leadership, on this call as well. So I'm going to touch on a couple of things. I love Jason Brown. I mean, Jason Brown literally up right now, feeling sick, but still at it, right? Still at it. I mean, we did almost 3 weeks in Europe, and it's really nonstop, guys. I mean, you got to understand, get ready right now for that if that's what you want. But you need to be mentally prepared, right? You can't have your income, try to catch up. Like, you got to be mentally prepared first. You got to be developed first before you can make the big income, okay? Don't let, income try to catch up. Don't be like, hey, let's say there's a lottery ticket. I hope I scratch the right numbers off, right? Be developed first. Austin Godsey was developed first. Top leaders were developed first. Mr. Gary McSween was developed first, okay? It's a fact. Mr. Jason Brown was developed first before the big income came, right? Before the big online income came, before the big checks, before the big Palution deposits, right? So just develop yourself. Get in that mode in 2019 just learn and soak in as much as you possibly can. So what I liked Jason said, I'm going to touch on this real quick, is he said switch it up, okay? He said switch it up. If something's not working in your business, switch it up. If you feel like you could be doing something a little more efficient, something's not working for a year, 6 months, a year and a half, make a quick change. For me, making a quick change was becoming a dynamic leader on social media, right? Closing, following up, right? And handling objections on social media, because I realized that, hey, offline's great. I build offline, but online as well. I need to become dynamic, right? So I can hit different markets. I can hit, a base of people, millions of people around the world, and get objections from millions of people. My local area, the people in my local area were not getting involved in my business. The people in Lehigh Valley, right? Lucas said Lehigh Valley, man, God bless. The people in my area had a closed mindset, right? Who else can relate? Who in their area? Who else in your area has a closed mindset? You know, I had a lot of people in my area that just were closed to entrepreneurship, success, investing. The route was education. For them, it was education, right? But, you know, listen, sometimes you got to understand that you got to switch things up quick. You got to flip the switch in your business. You got to flip the switch, you know, with your marketing tactics. And when you flip the switch with your marketing tactics, online or offline, things can change, all right? It can become a catalyst in your business. You know, you go to an event, right? You go to Unleash in Vegas. Flipping that switch could release the beast that you need for your business, right? For myself, not to go too much into events because I'm going to go over these topics, but understand the first convention I ever went to in network marketing flipped the switch for me because I realized it was possible. I saw other people that were doing it, other people that got rejected, other people that went from nothing to something just by learning a skill set, just by focusing on self-development, just by getting around the right mentors and getting plugged in with the right system, okay? So to really go into it, first of all, we're talking about closing, objections and following up. You know, when it comes to closing, guys, you know, listen to prospects, right? Too many people want to talk. This is what you need. Listen to prospects. Some people do not, they can't comprehend millions of dollars trading. They can't comprehend 6 and 7 figures. They can't comprehend Chairman 10 income. For myself, I close based on P600, the P600 factory. How can I help you make an extra $600 per month? So you can put that to work in the world's largest financial markets. Okay, I listen to people. I'm not like, hey, I'm going to help you, you know, fly in private jets and drive Maseratis and Ferraris and live this lifestyle. Like, okay, that's going to turn people off. They're going to be like, that's too good to be true, right? I listen to people. Hey, maybe I can help them cover their car note. Maybe I can help them cover, you know, their rent. You know, maybe I can help them, you know, how can I help you, right? Listen to your prospects, okay? Not everyone can dream that big right away. They've been taught and conditioned about the system. They've been taught and conditioned about having a job. They've been taught and conditioned that the 40-40-40 plan is the best plan for them, right? So listen, my motto as well, some will, some won't. All right, so what? Some will, some won't, so what? Austin Godsey, Jason Brown, Gary McSween, myself, Lucas, we've gone through hundreds, if not thousands of no's. Thousands of people, right? If people didn't want to do it, so what? Next. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one. On to the next one, right? That's our focus, okay? Guys, understand that closing is not difficult. Closing is not difficult at all. You just need to understand that it's all about a numbers game. Like Jason Brown said, it's that batting average. You know what I mean? You step to bat. You're going to miss. You're going to strike out, right? The fact is you're going to have some home runs in this business, right? Some of those home runs you're going to close, you know, a future Platinum 5,000, a future chairman 25, etc. Right? The next chairman 100, chairman 50, chairman 25, chairman 250 is not even in the business yet, right? So some will, some won't. So what? Who cares? Move on. Next. Okay? Objections, right? Jason touched on some objections. I'm going to touch on a couple as well. You know, he really went over the feel, felt, found. You know, for me, that was definitely huge because for me, there was a lot of objections. You know, first of all, I didn't have the time. I didn't have the money. I didn't know anybody. Okay, I didn't have the time because I was working 40 hours per week at a job at a call center, AT&T. But guess what? For me, I made time before work, on break, after work every single day. So everyone had this, like everyone has a schedule, a busy schedule. Some people that I talk to now, they say, hey, I work 40 hours a week. How do I have time? Guess what? I feel you. I was in the same position that you were. I worked 40 plus hours a week. I had very little time, but I was able to make an extra $600 per month residual. And guess what? Bob, prospect, whoever, guess what? I wanted to make more with my part-time fortune, right, than I was making at my full-time job working at a call center, okay? Oh, you don't have time? Guess what? We need to make time. That's exactly why you need this, all right? No money to start. Listen, when I started this business, I was $20,000 in debt, and I had maybe almost $400 in my bank account. My net worth was negative 19,600 plus and some change, right? My net worth was negative. So that's why I needed this business. That's why somebody else needs that business. Hey, listen, if not this, what else? If not this, what else? What else is going to help you have financial increase in your life? What else is going to help you get ahead? What else is going to give you passive income? What else is going to give you residual income, right? You have no money to start. Let's change that. Let's change that in 2019. I'll tell all of you guys, first and foremost, you must be the Picasso in this business. You must be a Picasso and teach people, right? Paint the picture for somebody before they have that picture painted themselves. You must paint the picture for somebody before they have that picture painted themselves. My mentor painted that picture for me, right? In the Lehigh Valley, when I first got involved with my first network marketing company, I was like, man, that's possible. That's crazy. You have a Lexus, leather interior. You're living this lifestyle. You're changing these lives. He was painting that picture, right? You need to paint the picture for what's possible for people, right? You have no money to start. Guess change that. There's 70,000 customers in iMarkets Live. Many people were in your shoes. You're talking to a prospect. Many people were in your shoes, but guess what? They made a decision, okay? Confidence is huge, guys. Jason Brown talks with posture. Listen, I'll tell all of you guys out there for who's not Chairman 100, Chairman 50, Chairman 250, Chairman 25, Chairman 10 yet. A rank does not make you a leader. A rank does not make you a leader, right? You could be a P600 and be a better leader than some people are at Chairman. I know it sounds crazy, but some people hit Chairman, they're like, who cares? Let's see this business just keep on building, right? Let's just see this business keep on growing. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to sit back, residual income. I'm made now. I'm successful, etc. Right? But the fact is, you must understand that posture, all right? Going on to that, leading on to that, posture in this business. The Jason Brown posture, he had that posture. He was a leader and had that posture way before the income. Way before he was making any residual income. Okay? So you must have that posture from day one. Okay? When you're handling objections, when you're dealing with objections, great. Rhino skin. Let the objections hit you and then bounce off. Okay? Next, eliminate energy around negative objections. If someone tells you no, of course it's next, but so many people get in their feelings, get in their emotions. This person said no to me. This person's judging me. This person is going to tell the world that I'm doing this thing, this pyramid thing, this person. I dealt with that at first. When I was in the Lehigh Valley, I was like, man, everybody's literally going to call me like this pyramid builder. I was like, I'd rather build my own pyramid than a pyramid at a workplace, at a workforce. I'd rather build my own pyramid, right? I had that posture. But so many people take in other people's energy and let that hold them back, right? Somebody says, that trading thing, I lost some money in trading. One of those network marketing things, I did those things in the past, didn't work out, blah, 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 blah. People take that and they internalize that. I'll tell you, from 17, when I first got involved in network marketing till now, yes, the biggest emotions for me was probably my family telling me that. As I'm sitting around at a Christmas table or a Christmas dinner, my family's saying, Julian, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I'm trying to maybe talk to some of my cousins about the business. Julian, this is a scam. It's not going to work. Guess what? They're all asking to come down and visit me in Miami now. They're all asking for, hey, can we do this? Hey, can we do that? I mean, even like low-key asking for some dinero, asking for some money, right? But that's the thing is you got to eliminate the emotions from objections, right? And people really just internalize that. I mean, we're creatures of emotions, right? We're human beings. We take rejections from girls, from guys, for dates or for business or for anything. We take that to heart when in reality, it's like you gotta just let it slide off, you guys. Next, okay? Objection, next. Objection, next. Go through as many objections as possible. All right? And last but not least, follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. I mean, I'm sure most of you guys know that, but write that down. Write that down. The fortune is in the follow-up. How many people can you follow up with? A lot of people do not follow up with people the correct way, right? And understand that a lot of people in my business have come 6 months and even 12 months down the line after following up with them. Just understand 6 months, 12 months, 24 months didn't happen right away. Sometimes the follow-up and then the close didn't happen right away. But I'll set the right example for you guys. Some of my best people in business right now came 3 months, 6 months, 12 months after watching what I was doing. Okay, that's like little secret, because some people think, hey, first time I expose somebody, I want this person closed. I want this person in my business. Why is this person not in my business? I feel like quitting. I feel like giving up. You got to keep on following up. The average sale is made after about 7 exposures at least. The average sale is made after at least 7 exposures, right? So what are you exposing them to? On social media, on Instagram, what are people watching? The reason why I do Instagram story so much as I do, I post testimonials, results, events, rank ups. I know on my Instagram, the top people watching my story. I know the top people that are interested in the business. I know the next 5 to 10 people who I am going to sign up. Why? Because my Instagram story has been following up with them, right? And exposing them, closing them, right? If somebody's a 2 on the scale or a 3 on the scale, right? You're following up with somebody, hey, 1 out of 10, where do you see yourself? They're a 2 or they're a 1. Great. If I can get you to a higher, how can I get you to a higher, an 8, a 9, a 10? What questions can I answer? If there's no questions at all, hey, listen, just don't believe me. Just watch Instagram. And you don't need to say it like cocky like that, but you can just be like, watch the success stories, watch the events, watch everything that happens, right? And just let them close themselves. Okay? Let them close themselves. Okay, so 7 focus real quick on following up. All right, first focus, do not be needy. People feel needy people. If you're needy, people are like, this person wants to sell me. This person wants to sell me so bad. This person wants to make money from me. You look like you have dollar signs in your eyeballs. Get away from that mentality. Get away from that attitude, because trust me, more people will block, more people will run away than actually see value from what you're doing. Do not be needy. Entrepreneurs are not needy. They provide value to the marketplace, and sales attract in return. Customers attract in return, okay? Guys, when following up, stay in control, right? Never let anybody else control the conversation, okay? Never let anybody control the conversation, right? And set a time, right? If you're following up, set a time for that follow-up. Within the next 24 hours, if you expose somebody to the business, within the next 24 hours, set a time to follow up. Don't be like, hey, what's your schedule looking like? Maybe 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, we could make something work. Hey, I'll text you tomorrow at some point. We could follow up. No, be direct. Follow up. Listen, put it on a schedule. Have them put it on the schedule, right? Hold them accountable and follow up the correct way, okay? Follow up the correct way, all right? So stay in control, all right? Ask what they like best, all right? Ask what somebody likes best about what they saw. What do you like best? And just be quiet. Don't talk too much. Some people are like, hey, what do you like best? Personally for me, bro, I like IMLTV, I like Harmonic Scanner, the gold cups. I like the I like the pip talk. I like this, I like that, the swipe trades. It's like, whoa. The prospect's like, hold on. Like, okay, you're telling me all this stuff. Like, I'm trying to talk. Like, hey, what did you like best about iMarkets Live, about what you saw? Let them talk. Let them share their feelings. Great, me too. I like swipe trades too. Copy, paste, profit. Copy, paste, profit, right? I mean, you got to understand, let them share what they like best in the business, okay? Guys, if listen, if somebody does not answer you, this is a question I get a lot. Actually, I'm kind of basing these off of questions I get. It's like if somebody does not answer you back, somebody leaves you on red. I know sometimes it's emotional. Someone leaves you on red. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? This person left me on red, right? It's like, just ask a simple question or just make a simple statement. Listen, we talked about the business. If trading is not for you, not a big deal. I don't want to waste my time or yours. Just simply let me know if this is for you or not. If it's not for you, I'm not going to bother you about this. We're not going to talk about this again. I had people, literally guys, listen, I had people that were like, I'm interested. I'm sorry. I got caught up with life, caught up with work, caught up with school, caught up with my baby mama, caught up with this, caught up with that, caught up whatever. I'm interested. Let's jump on another phone call. On that phone call, you just close, right? You just close. But the fact is, you got to be direct. If you're trying to beat around the bush, they can sense that you're scared. Don't beat around the bush, right? Be direct. Hey, listen, if this is for you, not a big deal. It's not for everybody. People's mental triggers, their psychological triggers go off like, dude, this is for me. I want to make money. I want financial increase, like Gary McSween talks about, like Jason talks about, like David and Monique talks about, like Austin Godsey talks about. I want financial increase in my life. This is for me. What do you mean this is not for me? Right? So understand that that's just messing with them psychologically, because then they're going to come back to you and be like, either no, not interested, don't bother me about this, or yes. But just tell them, don't waste my time. I'm not going to waste your time either. I'm exclusive. Guys, on the follow-up, on the close, you're exclusive. You're VIP. You're the VIP entrance at a club. Not everybody is getting in. Not everyone should be allowed in a sense, right? It should be people who do not waste your time, people who are direct, people who are ready to rumble, who are ready to commit, okay? So, like I said, validate on a scale 1 to 10, all right? If somebody is not interested at that moment, right, on the follow-up, set the next appointment. People are scared to set the next appointment, right? Set the next appointment, okay? Ask for the close. Now, this is the hardest thing. That, for me, it was one of the hardest things because I didn't feel like I was a salesperson back in the day. I wasn't that great at sales, I guess you could say, back like when I first started marketing. But a lot of people are scared to ask for the close, right? But it's like, do you see an opportunity for yourself? From what you just saw, do you see an opportunity for yourself to trade in the world's largest markets, to have this mentorship, to have this system, to have everything that iMarkets Live has to offer, right? Yes, you do? Great. Are you ready to get started? Are you ready to get started? Oh, do you have any questions? Or are you ready to get started? It always goes back to, are you ready to get started? Great. I'm going to answer that question. You have a question? After I answer that question, we're going to get you started tonight, right? Tonight, so we can get you plugged in before the next swipe trade. If you guys watch my video on YouTube, my presentation video, I send that out to all my prospects personally because at the end, this is how I close. It's like, listen, let's get you started before IML TV, the next session, Gold Cups, before Nest VQuest goes live with binary options, before the next harmonic scanner setup, before the next swipe trade comes through. Let's get you set up before. I don't want you missing out on that, right? I do not want you missing out on that. I'm going to ask for the close. Be like, let's get you in tonight before the next session, okay? That's the thing, guys. Understand that, following up is everything. A lot of people are scared to follow up. They're scared to close. They're scared of objection. But I love how Austin put these topics together because this can literally change your business. It can change the direction of your business. And if you guys talk to more people, say less to more people, say less to more people, say less to more people, and use the strategies that we go over, that these chairmen go over, you can hit ranks. And guess what? Guess what you do at that point? You duplicate this information within your business. What you're learning is great right now, okay? But get in the mode, get in the mindset to be like, let me duplicate this with, amongst my organization so I can have levels of leadership, so I can have levels of people closing, so I can have levels of people handling objections, right? So I can, shoot in my group, right? How many people went through objections this week? Hundreds of people. Hey, I went through Objections. Great. Next. That's how you guys hit chairman. That's how you guys hit chairman 25. Gary McSween on the journey to chairman 250. I'll bet you his group has hundreds, thousands, not even hundreds, thousands and tens of thousands of objections daily, weekly, monthly. But guess what? Guess what we're all doing to build business? Guess what we're all doing? We're closing, following up, closing, following up, closing, following up, right? Nonstop. So definitely appreciate you guys for all being here, all taking notes. Definitely honored to serve. This is a packed week. I know Austin put a packed schedule for the chairman, really boot camp. And, I truly believe with everything going on in 2019, there's a lot more people about to hit chairman rank. So I love the name. I love the focus, Chairman Bootcamp, because where do you want to be in 2019? And are you going to take these skill sets and actually apply? Or let me ask you this question, guys. Are you going to be on every call, every webinar, every training, and just listen? Okay. Take it in, but not apply it. Go out there, apply it. Go out there, get some no's. Go out there, get some rejections. Go out there. Guys, my first network marketing company, nobody wanted to join my business. What did I do? Just to feel a rejection, I went and started knocking on doors. I was knocking on doors. Lucas, in Lehigh Valley. I was knocking on doors. Neighbors, surrounding neighborhoods. I just want to get some rejections. I was like, put me in, coach. Right? The coach was my mentor. When my mentor wouldn't answer the phone, wouldn't answer my calls, I said, yo, Julian, put me in. I'm my own coach. I'm going to coach myself. Go knock on doors. Go get rejections. Feel how it feels, right, to try to get to that close, try to get to that sale, right? So just, guys, get in that mode, get in the mindset in 2019. So that's it from me. I'm going to see you guys in Las Vegas. Be there. Be square. It's going to be insanity. And I think 2019 is going to be that year that we all look back on. We're like, this changed my life. This year changed my life. This year helped me level up. This year helped me learn that skill set of trading. So I am done, over and out. Appreciate you guys. Love all you guys. IML fam. You guys are the best. Let's all win together. Cheers to our future. Hey, Lucas, back to you. Austin, back to you. And hey, up next is Gary McSween. Y'all get ready. Much love,
yes,
right?
Sir. Let's go. Thank you so much, Julian. You absolutely crushed it. I see the comment section right here. I don't even think I have to tell people to go on there and show some love for the boy Julian, because you guys are already doing it. The value drop tonight is phenomenal. Thank you so much, Julian. You absolutely crushed it. And the next person we have coming up, Gary McSween. This is someone who's not only a Chairman 100 in the business, all the way out there from the islands. We have little Aiden Burr over here running over. He's like, yo, I want to learn from Gary. Yo, say what's up. Say what's up to the webinar. Say what's up to everyone. Aiden, say what's up. Sheesh, you about to go Chairman 25 or what? Yeah? But guys, look, Gary, you probably heard of him. This is a person that you should definitely respect and have a lot of admiration for. And the reason why I say is simply his trajectory, all the way out from the islands. Like I said, only 3 years ago, he was crying. He didn't know what was going on. And right now his situation definitely changed a lot. I was like, yo, Austin, let me know a little bit of insight on Gary. And, I think that we are, extremely grateful to have him tonight. Not only myself, Aiden over here, we're taking a lot of notes. So guys, if you're ready for the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Gary McSween, someone who has a ton of experience in this industry, I want you to go on the chat box below and type in a 333. If you're ready to take notes until your hands bleed from this man, to get calluses, like if you're working out in the gym, look, let me tell you, I want to step away from greatness and pass the rock to the one and only Mr. Gary McSween. Welcome to the call tonight, boss. Appreciate you so much. I'm ready. Let's go.
Awesome. Wow. I'm super excited to be on this call here tonight. I want to thank Austin for even deciding to invite me on this call. And I want to thank, obviously, Julian Kuschner for doing an incredible job. And to Jason Brown, obviously, our VP of Field Operations. I'm definitely excited to be here. I'm a little bit under the weather, but my commitment is my commitment. And that's why I'm on this call here to share with you guys some very, very key principles that I believe would help you in the process of understanding rejection and also the ability to follow up. Okay. Now, first and foremost, I want to go right into the information, because I know you guys have been getting a lot of value from this leadership that's on this call here. Excuse me. But I want to attack handling rejection by starting off with the 4 mental enemies. I believe that if you want to defeat the enemy, you must know the enemy. Once you know the enemy, you can defeat the enemy. So the 4 mental enemies are so crucial that you must understand it, because once there is understanding, the level of confidence that you approach prospecting with absolutely changes. All right. So let me just see something right here. Julian, you have to make sure you mute out your mic, boss. I think I'm getting some background noise. Right. So, oh, there we go. Beautiful. Awesome. Julian is excited out there. So there's 4 mental enemies I want to share with you guys. And I really want you guys to think as I'm sharing this with you. Right? So there are 4 mental enemies. Number 1, you're going through the industry of network marketing. You are going to face all 4 of these mental enemies, because rejection is really an enemy, right? Handling rejection is an enemy, right? Handling, the fact that people are telling you no, right? Matter of fact, that's the first mental enemy, right? It's called rejection. All right. So people are going to tell you no. People are going to tell you that this is a scam. People are going to tell you, up to this today, somebody asked me that question. And, because I'm already successful, my answer is less of me trying to convince them and more of me trying to educate them, right? But rejection is a part of the game. You have to get tough skin, right? When somebody tells you no, it must be water that hits your back and it's literally running off, right? Why? Because you're so used to it, right? One of my leaders rebuilding his business right now, and he said, I'm so excited about the no's that I'm getting. But guess what? He's recruiting people like crazy. For the month of February alone, he has personally enrolled almost 20 people already, right? Why is that important? Because he understands that rejection is a part of the game, right? The second mental enemy is deception. All of this is a part of rejection. All of this is a part of you getting tough skin. If you don't have mental toughness, you will never become a 7-figure earner in this industry. You must have mental toughness. And how do you build up that mental toughness? You have to know the enemy. You have to now equip yourself. You must know that people are going to be deceptive. People are going to lie. People are going to tell you, hey, I'm going to sign up, and they do not sign up, right? They say, hey, check me back on Friday at 12 p.m. I'm going to get in the system, and you message them, and guess what? They have just entered the witness protection program. You no longer have access to them, right? Because they are deceptive. This is a part of the game. Number 3, attrition, right? Guess what? People are going to quit. People are going to quit on you. Matter of fact, they're going to quit before they sign up. That's a part of the game. I knew this when my mentor exposed me to the 4 mental enemies, and he said, this is going to happen to you, Gary. This is going to come. Why? Because it's a part of the game. So guess what? When it happened, it was okay. It was nothing for me. Why? Because I was already prepared for that to happen. They said it's a part of the process, right? So attrition is a part of the game. Number 4 is apathy. People are going to lose their goals. People are going to lose their dreams. Matter of fact, you sit with someone, you share the opportunity with them, and guess what? From the time they get home, there is someone at home that is going to destroy their goal and their dreams. They're going to get super excited. They're going to be excited when they're with you. They go home and then they talk to their spouse, they talk to their loved one, and all of a sudden, the birds got them. All of a sudden, the birds got them. You no longer have a sign up. That's a part of the game. Matter of fact, people who are in the business with you, they're going to lose their goals and dreams. They say, yeah, I'm going chairman. You check them 90 days later, and they're not even picking up your phone call. That's a part of the game. So in your first year of network marketing, in that particular book, it says that rejection is the #1 reason why most people quit the industry. But I'm telling you right now, if you can overcome that, and you can master the fact that this is a part of the game, and as you grow in skill and in knowledge, and you grow in influence, guess what? The rejection becomes less and less. And I want to share with you something now from a different angle as to why follow-up is so important. Now, you see, if someone tells you no today, that is fine. But guess what you should be saying on the inside? You know what? 6 months from now, they will not be able to tell me no. 12 months from now, they're going to wish they got started with me. Why? Because you decided to work on yourself. The beauty of follow-up is that you have an opportunity to go create results. You have an opportunity to go out and become successful. So when you follow up, you say, hey, you know what? I want to give you an update on how things have been. I want to give you an update on what has transpired since the last conversation we had. And I want you to understand this. You want to master the 7 habits of a 7-figure earner. You probably heard this before, but I'm giving it you from a different angle, a different spin, so you could now understand the power of follow-up. Because exposure is everything, but your fortune is in the follow-up. Now, by the way, right, when you understand the 4 mental enemies, you don't need to close anyone. There's a certain level of confidence about you, right? There's a certain posture that you must have. Matter of fact, your posture is how you close people, right? Your posture is how you close people. The confidence that you stand with, that is what closes people. That's the #1 closer. I don't close people. I just share opportunity with them. If they decide not to be a part of this, they are absolutely cuckoo. They need the Lord, right? If they don't want to be a part of this opportunity, that's just the condition I created in my mind. My job is never to close anyone, because if I have to close you to get started, I have to close you to do the work to become successful, and I am not in that business. My job is to expose, and you make the decision for yourself. If you have a heartbeat, if you have a brain that is slightly in order, you're going to see that this is the best opportunity on the planet. Why? Because that's the condition that I created. That's part of my mental toughness. All right. So now let's talk about you becoming a master at follow-up, and from a different angle, right? You want to master the 7 habits of a 7-figure earner. I'm going to list it out for you, right? You want to be setting specific goals. You want to have a strong teachability index. You want to be great at setting specific goals. You want to be great at having a very high teachability index, strong teachability index, right? Number 3, a strong positive mental attitude. A strong positive mental attitude, okay? Number 4, a strong work ethic. A strong work ethic. Right? Let me tell you this, 7-figure earners are great at staying focused for a longer period of time, ladies and gentlemen. Number 5, strong people and leadership skills. Number 6, strong personal development regime. Guess what? When you have a strong personal development regime, somebody tells you no, guess what? That's okay. So what? As Julian said, next. Then the last but not least, number 7, you have a strong money blueprint. That means you manage money well. That means you're a magnet. You're attracting money into your space. Guess what, guys? When you work on the 7 habits of a 7-figure earner, and habits are more important than results. Results are fruits of habits. So you must master habits first, then you get the results, then you get the fruits. So here's what I want you to understand. If I expose the business to someone today and they tell me no, they're telling the person that you are today no. They're not going to tell the person that you're going to become 12 months from now, 18 months from now. they are not going to tell that person no. Why? Because you would now have developed the 7 habits of a 7-figure earner. You will be a 7-figure earner. The reason that they're going to tell you no when you become a 7-figure earner, it's not because of the opportunity, but it's because they doubt themselves. They don't believe that they can do it. That's the only reason why they will tell you no. But I can tell you this, they will not tell you no because you're not successful. They will not tell you no because of the opportunity of iMarkets Live. People don't join the opportunity, they join you. So if you want to be great at follow-up, go out and produce results. This is a results-based business. We're not here for dolly house, right? We're here, you have to produce results, and results are the biggest recruiter in the world. If you want to become a chairman, go out there, and if someone tells you no at P1000, go get P2000 done. Someone tells you no at P2000, go out and get P5000 done. Follow up, show them the check, not online, but in person, right? They tell you no at P5, go out there, go chairman 10, and guess what? Follow up. And let me tell you this, I'll be honest with you. Some people are reserved for you at a different rank. I will repeat that. Some people are reserved for you at a different rank. Well, why are you saying that, Gary? Well, guess what? This is a leadership game. You would love for someone like Jason Brown to join your business. Of course. You would love for someone like Julian Courser to join your business. You would love someone like Austin Godsey. You personally signed up Austin Godsey. Of course you would love that. But guess what? You have to be prepared to lead someone like that. That's why it's so important for you to keep working on yourself, ladies and gentlemen. So your fortune is in your follow-up. The nitty-gritties of, how many people you should follow up with per day. That, guys, if you have a hunger and desire, you're going to follow up. You're going to find a way to follow up. Everybody follows up differently. I can give you the 10 ways to follow up, right? But the number one way to follow up is results, because people are watching. We live in a world where people are always constantly watching what you're doing. And guess what? Very soon, you're going to get the message. Instead of you messaging them, because you've been so consistent, your consistency, your persistency has been so loud. They're going to come to you and say, you know what? I see you. I see you. I see you. This thing is working. I want to be a part of this. Sign me up. Put me in. That's the power, and that's the benefit of following up. So guys, I hope you appreciated this information. I didn't want to take a lot of time. And hopefully you got a lot of value on this call, right? Somebody said I missed habit number 2. Right, guys, if you appreciated that information there, that was some really, really good stuff I just gave you guys there. I've never trained on rejection and follow-up like that before. The Holy Spirit just dropped that in me there before I came on the call. I'm spirit-led, right? So hopefully you got that information there. Please say the 7 habits. I'm going to say it one more time. The 7 habits of a 7-figure earner. Number 1, setting specific goals. Number 2, strong teachability index. Number 3, a strong positive mental attitude. Number 4, a strong work ethic. All right. Number 5, strong people and leadership skills. Number 6, a strong personal development regime. And number 7, a strong money blueprint. Okay, a strong money blueprint. So hopefully you guys appreciated that. Hopefully you learned something tonight. You do not want to miss. You do not want to miss the Unleash event in Las Vegas. If you are in the US of A, you should be taking a bus. You should be taking a groundhog or whatever you call it. You should be taking a train, whatever, to get to Las Vegas. Okay, if you're in the USA, visa is not an issue for you. I have many people in different parts of my organization, not just here in Trinidad, but in Africa, but in all parts, South America, all parts of the world, and they cannot get into the USA. So if you are there, then guess what? You need to make sure and get your butt there. That is important. If you want to be great at this whole rejection and follow-up situation, never miss an event you qualified to attend. I'll tell you guys this, in my last 8 years in the industry of network marketing, I have never missed an event that I've qualified to attend, ladies and gentlemen. I've never done that until I've gotten to 7 figures. So I'm talking to you from experience. I know what it takes for you to become extremely successful. Follow your leadership to a T. We have the best of the best products, services, tools, leadership here in the industry of network marketing, and you have a chance. Tonight, I want you to understand you have a chance. You have a chance. What is the sixth one? The sixth one is, you guys are not following, right? The sixth one is a strong personal development regime. Okay? Strong personal development regime. All right? So I appreciate you guys a ton. I'm excited. I'm grateful. Looking forward to seeing you guys, taking pictures with you, celebrating your success. By the way, we got a lot of time, right? What today is? Today's the 20th, right? You literally have 10 days to level up. So come to the event at, if you're right there at P1000, get it done. If you're right there at P2000, get it done. If you're right there at P5000, get it done. And let's celebrate you on stage. If you're right there at Chairman 10, get it done. All right, the company's exploding right now. I appreciate you guys. Remember that all things are possible to them that believe. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve on this platform here, Austin. I appreciate you very much. Chairman 100, going Chairman 250 and beyond. Appreciate you, brother. And God bless you and your family and your organization. Thank you, guys. And I'll pass back over the call to you guys.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Guys, I hope you guys had an amazing night tonight. Drop some fire for Gary. I know you took so many notes. Thank you so much, Gary, for being on this call tonight. You absolutely crushed it. With that said, I know it's late. You guys have things to do. We're going to play some music, let it roll out. Hope everyone has a good night. Let's go. See you guys tomorrow on the 4th day of the Chairman Bootcamp.